Hi guys, it's Sophie. So, okay, I have been terrible at booktube as of late. It's this guy's fault entirely, and I literally haven't read anything for ages. So I'm going to do a tag today. This is Tom, gonna say hi.
Hello YouTube.
So we're going to do the New York Times by the book tag. I think I might have done this before, but it was quite a while ago, and I think it's a really good tag anyway, so I've not been tagged, I just fancy it.
Which book is on your nightstand right now? If you have a nightstand.
I don't have a nightstand, I have like a dresser, and I have 3 books, and the 3 books are ones I've literally just hauled. One is called Dog Eaters, and it's for around the world, God knows what country it's for. And then I have The Iliac Crest, which is a book I saw on Twitter that and other stories are publishing, and I literally just like bought it straight away. It looks fabulous.
It's
like
Spanish one.
Yeah, like Spanish translated fiction, like women, I think it's like remote Spanish, like wilderness, like these women who come and find this man in the middle of the night and start like questioning the concepts of gender. It sounds brilliant. And what is the third? The third is the one about Brooklyn. The Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which is for my in real life book clubs.
Well, I'm a Philistine and own a Kindle, so I didn't really have one on my nightstand, but...
See, I reckon you do. I think there's like 2 upstairs. I've been nosing.
Really?
Yeah. It's like on the... I don't know what they are.
No, there's the Philip Pullman one,
yeah,
which was shit, for the record. Wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear on this channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. And there's the Book of Poetry.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
There's another one. There's like one with like a really shit cover.
Wasn't that the one you lent me?
No, that's the Sunset Pilgrim. Sunset Pilgrim? Sunset
Limited. You look in the camera at that point, right? Yeah. The Sunset, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I only that one. There's another one. It's like a female author. Looks like, I don't know.
Why would I have a female author?
Okay, well anyway, sorry, I completely railed your entire thought process.
It won't be anything of substance or any skill by the author. Yeah, I generally read fantasy, kind of heroic fantasy, so it's nothing, you know, big dragons and griffins and all of that nonsensical stuff. So
question 2 is, what was the last truly great book that you read?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what mine was. The Last Wolf was definitely it, and I'm not going to try and say his surname again. Crossing the Horse K or whatever. You've tried to give me pronunciation, guys, and I just can't do it. That was absolutely stellar. You should definitely go and read it. It's like 3 short stories, man hunting the last wolf in existence in Spain again, actually, in a place called Extradamus, and yeah, it's
quite
amazing.
Cool,
it's like, yeah, it's like one of the best books I've read in a really long time. Yeah.
Would I like it though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think you might like it. Okay, what was yours?
Something trashy, I imagine.
You were like great.
Great. The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie.
Okay, I know nothing.
Yeah, I know
so
it's kind of violent, swearing, sex, that sort of thing. So yeah, intellectually fulfilling. Absolutely, I recommend it. If you could meet any writer, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you want to know?
Okay, you know the answer to this. Who do you think it's kind of obvious.
Wallace.
Yeah, precisely, yeah. David Foster Wallace. I don't know what I want to know. I think I just want to like shake him and be like, just don't do the bad thing to yourself. We need more of you, and yeah, that would be all. That would be all
more
I would
of you.
Yeah.
That's kind of quite. That's not altruistic.
I need you to stay alive to write more. Yeah, that would be it. I think for me. Yeah. What about you?
Oscar Wilde, maybe?
Yeah?
I think it'd just be interesting, like, genuinely curious.
What would you ask?
What would I ask? Does he see himself as Dorian Gray?
Okay. That's a cool question. It's better than my question. Like, write more.
Well, don't die on us, please.
Question 4 is, what books might you be surprised to find on your shelves?
Is this one for me?
Yeah.
I think anyone would be surprised to find the crap that's on my shelves. That's the thing. They might be surprised to find kind of Barchester Towers or something like that. Yeah, anything remotely intellectual, everyone would be like, what is that doing on his shelf? Yeah, how about you?
I don't know. I think like it could be like some of my, because these guys know I read like controversial non-fiction titles sometimes. So there's one about like why empathy is a damaging thing, which I completely don't believe in. So maybe stuff like that, it's something I'm reading to challenge what I actually think. Yeah, so probably books that have a completely different political leaning or scenario. Lots of the things Icon Press, who do like polemic texts. Like I have quite a few of them, and they're like things like why the burqa's inherently bad, for example, and I'll go away and read them. And then
What does polemic mean?
like a kind of like you really wouldn't agree with it. It's quite an out there opinion.
Okay, right. That's my new word for the day. I like that. How do you organise your personal library?
Alphabetically, split fiction and non-fiction, poetry and YA are on a separate shelf, and so graphic novels and children's books. You?
Well, that was succinct, wasn't it? No, I've got a lot of books, but I just stack them randomly all over the place.
Damn. How do you find them?
I just pick through them, and it's kind of like, and then if I pick through them and I find that it's a book I haven't read for years, I'm like, what a find.
Do you just read it again?
Yeah, of course.
See, I can't do that. Like, there are so many books in the world that I haven't read. I don't know, I'm not really big at rereading. I should reread more, I think.
Yeah, but then if you had The Lone Wolf hidden away,
yeah,
and then
I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
you'd be like, oh my god, old friend, yeah.
Question 6. What book have you always meant to read and haven't gotten around to yet? And is there anything you've been embarrassed never to have read?
Like, is it, say if you've skimmed the book, does that count?
It's up to you. Your question.
I've never fully read the Bible.
Okay. Yeah, I have, but it's
yeah,
not worth it.
You said, yeah. It sounds a little,
dry.
dull. Yeah, absolutely.
I've never read Jane Eyre, so you go. Yeah.
It's a classic. It's shit, but it's a classic.
Yeah, so yeah, that's one that I kind of feel like I should pretend I've read. Moby-Dick is another one that's similarly.
That's good.
Ulysses
I've read that,
is another one that I feel like I should read. Lots of people, when they watch my Infinite Jest review, will say like, you need to go read Ulysses or you can't talk about any book, basically. And it's a bit of a piss take, but it also makes me want to read it just like, well, actually I haven't read Ulysses. But yeah, so probably some of those like big classics, I kind of feel like or Frankenstein, I haven't read Frankenstein, yeah.
That's actually really
quite a few,
weird.
yeah, that I haven't, just never got around to.
Is this a question?
Yeah, just read it.
It just doesn't seem like disappointing, overrated, just not good. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but didn't? Do you remember the last book you put down without finishing?
I very nearly DNF'd the Milan Kundera that I read, The Unbearable Lines of Being. It was just, like, the first page was just ridiculous, like, male gaze shit, and I did finish it. Overrated stuff. I can't remember the last thing I read that I was just kind of...
Our cat's going mad.
Yeah.
I said our cat.
Yeah, no, you
That's
did.
quite frustrating.
I've stolen your cat. Yeah, I can't remember the last thing that I was like properly like this. Oh, do you know what? It was the Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. I'd heard such good stuff about that book for such a long time, and then I read it, and like I just thought the romance element was just completely unnecessary. That it didn't add anything to the storyline at all. It just, I don't know, it just felt really clumsy and weird, and I would have much rather have her as a strong, independent, single lady post her husband's death, or her getting off with her friend, which was, you know, in my opinion, what should have happened. How about you?
Of course it was.
Disappointing, overrated, just not good.
Disappointing, overrated. I can't think of any.
Really?
No.
Can you think of the last bit you didn't finish? You said with films, you've got to go in quite quick and good, or else you're gone. So like, do you do the same with books?
But then I research books thoroughly before I read them, so I know I'm not going to go on the first page and think, wow, this is...
Yeah, but like surely even if you research them, someone says don't click.
Okay, there was Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
Lighthouse
To the
thingy,
Lighthouse,
that one.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was some crap.
Okay, what kind of stories are you drawn to? I know the answer, I think. And any you stay clear of?
Obviously I like heroic fantasy and historical fiction. Obviously book snobs would say that's not admirable. But
I think you'll find there's a lot of people on BookTube who are like hardcore fantasy people.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're like
well,
among friends.
Good for you. Yeah, so that's obviously my genre. And what was the rest of the question?
Anything you're like you stay clear from?
Autobiographies.
Oh shit! I love autobiographies.
Really, it
yeah,
pisses me off.
not like the like sporty types. I'm talking like memoir-esque. Jane Didion, Maggie Nelson.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't care about some minor celebrity. Exactly. Yeah, that's pointless. Yeah.
And mine is like, you know, dark literary fiction, translated fiction, and I steer completely clear of romance. It pisses me off entirely, unless it's like really realistic romance, in which case, as you guys know, I like eat it up and then recommend it to you like mad. And I don't really do historical fiction very much. I can like push myself to read it, but like especially like royal historical fiction with like the royal families. I'm like, there is nothing more dull.
That pisses me off. Right.
But yeah, like I just can't. I just don't care.
So what about? Have you read?
I'd much rather have some like low and tiny little creeping creature.
What, like a peasant?
Yeah, I'd much rather read about the peasant than I would about the royalty.
The royalty's where it all happens. Like, you don't want to care about
No,
some
it's
washwoman who goes out. And
Yeah, I do. That's
Really?
the story I want to know.
Okay, right.
Yeah, like
I'm
with
just a snob.
washwoman's
Yep.
like face. No, well, I don't know. I feel as though you kind of know that they've like had a life and they've got all their own stuff going on, but you don't get a sense of what the place is like unless it's like just a normal person.
I disagree, because you know you've had the life. Like you say, they had a life and stuff's going on, but you know about their life. You don't know about the person.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mm.
But I just don't know. I don't feel as though. I guess you could say that the stuff that goes on in their lives, it all just seems very privileged and unnecessary.
One can't have privilege. Really. No. If you could require the president to read one book, what would it be?
At the moment, I think like we're going to go for like topical stuff. Another Day in the Death of America would be a good choice by Gary Young, and if you haven't read it, you should. Yeah. What about you?
Is that you saying I should, or?
No, like the universe.
Yeah,
I mean, you should too
universe.
if you haven't read it. It's very sad.
Has it got a dragon in it?
No, just like children dying by gun.
Oh god, right,
yeah.
okay, just my sort of
Yeah.
nighttime read.
What do you think you should read?
I don't know if you can read. I don't know. Memos from the Democrats? Yeah.
So the last one is, what do you plan to read next?
I know what I plan to read next. I plan to read the novella you sent me.
Okay.
So it's what Sophie wrote. It is fantastic.
Fuck off. I'm reading What April Swallows. It's taking me forever, but it's so good. And I've just forgotten even what it's called. What the fuck's it called?
I don't know, your mind's in overdrive. I've just talked about your
Yeah.
yeah.
The Brew of the System, which is his first novel, and yeah, it's got like the elements of things I really liked that were developed in Infinite Jest, but it's kind of fresh, and he feels kind of unsure as a writer, and it's a really satisfying thing to read, knowing how much I love his writing further on in his career. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing to go on that one for a while, I expect. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I'm being really like all over the shop, and yeah, just deal with it. Just deal with it. Yeah, I hope you're well. Let me know in the comments down below how you are. If you want to answer any of these questions yourself, you are absolutely welcome to. I'm not tagging anyone, but if you want to take part, do share any videos you make down below. Yes, and I'll see you guys in a week or so. Bye.